Okay, so let's now have a look at question 30. And for this, we need to split it into a query and a report. Because what we're going to do is create a report, but before we create the report, we need to extract the information using a query. So in the query, we need to create the calculation at runtime. We'll need to filter these, and the rest of this will be completed in the report part. Okay, so let's see how we're going to do this. Okay, so let's change the highlights. Okay, using fields from both the yachts and the builders table, produce a report which contains a new field which is calculated at runtime. So let's create a query design, and we're going to add both the tables like so. Okay, and we're going to add the fields that we have listed here. So yacht name, builder name type. Now these are using both the tables here. Length, price, build year, build country, and the total berths is going to be a calculation. So we have our fields at the bottom down here. Now we need to add a calculated field. And just to remind you, the calculated field, we put in the field name followed by a colon, and then we add the fields in the square brackets when we add them for calculations. So let's put in the field title. It's going to be total underscore berths, followed by the colon. Now after this colon, what it's saying is we've created the label for the field. Now we're going to create the calculation, and it's going to calculate the total number of berths by adding sleeps plus crew. So we put in there square brackets, sleeps plus crew. Okay, and let's run this and have a look at this. So we've got total is 8 berths, which is going to be the sleeps plus crew. So we got 12 and then 8, for example, for Lady Belmore. So we're looking at 20 for Lady Belmore. So let's have a look. Lady Belmore, we have 20. So we can test that it's working, and we're happy with that. Okay, let's go back to our query design. Shows only the fields. Okay, shows only the records where the build year was after 2010. So we're going to use our greater than 2010, and again we're going to run this again just to make sure that we're having a look. We can see everything there for the build year is after 2010, and the length is 40 or less, which means that 40 is also included in the length. So for this we're going to put less than or equal to 40 because we want to include 40 in there as well. And let's run this again so we can see we got the length, and yep, there's a couple of 40s there that we want included in this as well. Okay, great. So what we're going to do now is we are going to save this query, close, save, and let's close all these down. And now we're going to create our report. So to do that, we go to create, report wizard, and now this is where we're going to add the details that we just created. Now we need to first navigate to the query one that we just created, and we're going to add these fields. So we're going to add yacht name, builder name, type, length, price, build year, build country, and total berths. We can click on next. How do you want to view your data? Okay, we don't want them to be separated by builders. We want them to all be at the top, all the labels to be at the top like so. Grouping. There's no grouping, it's specified here. Okay, now the sort order, it says here, let's use this. Ascending order of type, descending order of length. So ascending order of type with descending order of length. Now to change this to descending, we just click on it and you can see it will change to descending. Okay, next. Okay, it wants to be fits on a single page wide, landscape. So we're going to go for landscape. Make sure it fits on a single page. This is ticked. And the title we can put in here. Yachts less than 6 years old. And finish. Okay, so now the report looks like this, but there's still a lot of work that we need to do. We can see there's not enough space to fit this in there. We've got some extra space here that we can move it around. So first, let's work on the layout. So to do this, we click on this button here, which is the layout view. And we have too much space in here, so we're going to reduce it. I'm using the shift button to be able to click more than one cell. Shift allows you to select more than one. Okay, and this is what we need to expand. Total births. Make sure we can see everything. Okay, right, now let's put them in order. So yacht name, builder name type. So we want the yacht name at the beginning. Yacht name. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, you'll get used to using this after all. So yacht name, we have the builder name, type, length, price. Type, this looks like it doesn't quite fit in here. As you can see down here. Okay, yacht name, builder name, type, length, price. We can bring this over here. Build year, build country. So we've got build year. Build country. And total births. And let's preview this, how this looks. Okay, good, much better. Let's move this in here. Okay, great. So we've done this. Calculates the average length positioned below the length column, formatted to 1 decimal place. So for this we need to change our view. We need to go to the design view, and as you can see, length here, this is the label. So this is actually the label, and below it is the field. Now when you click on the field, what you'll see is you'll see this totals light up. It doesn't light up in the top part because this is just the text of the heading of the field. Okay, so we click on here and we have an option. Now it needs to be the average, so we change this to average, and you can see it's going to put it down here, and then we need to add the label average length to the left of this number. To add the label, we click on this cell here and we're going to add a box, type in there average length. Okay, now when we check our average length, it needs to be to 1 decimal place. To do that, we click on the calculation here, we click on the property sheet, and we can see the format is fixed already to 1 decimal place. It's taken it from what we set it at previously. And let's expand this just so you can see the formula here. Okay, and we've got the label, we've got the title, and then it has your name and center number at the top of the report. So at the top of the report here, you'd enter your name and center number like so. Okay, so let's have a look, see how this is. And what we do is we then print this out. The last thing we need to do is add the evidence. So it says here, place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the formula used to calculate the average length. So to do this, we go back to our design view, and the screenshot needs to show this. This is what we need to show, is the average length, the formula here. And when you paste it into a Word document, this is how it will look. Like so. Okay, and that is the end of question 30. Thank you very much.